Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Freedom Friday. I've been a little bit, I'm not going to say I've been out of action, but the Resolute TV YouTube channel has been on, what do you call it, a block, a ban, or whatever, wrong thing, wrong speech, wrong whatever. And so is my Facebook. Bookface has me blocked for another 20 days, 18 days or something now. Obviously, they don't want me talking too damn much, which, sorry guys, but I'm not going to shut up just for you lot. Now, heaps has been happening as of midnight last night. Dom Perrottet has shit the bed, the proverbial bed. No, he probably shit it in real life because he's spineless. He's proven that mask mandates, QR codes and other nonsense. I'm pissed off about it, but let's be fair when it comes to these sorts of things. I'm always pissed off about it. So there's nothing new there. Guys, if you're against QR codes, because I don't think you should be checking in and letting any fucking government device know where you are, non-voluntarily, of course. If you want to use an iPhone or whatever, you're free to do so. But being forced to check into places is a fucking outrage. I can't stand for any of it. It's not happening. It's not acceptable. It will never be acceptable. Mask wearing, I have no problem with you wearing a mask. If you want to wear a mask to your little heart's content. Do not mandate that shit. It's ridiculous. And if you're wearing your mask, you shouldn't give a flying monkeys whether I'm wearing one or not. Look, there's so much going on, so much to unpack. And I just wanted to quickly tune in and let everybody know that Resolute TV is back. We've got a website actually being built now so that we can host all these videos and things with or without the permission of our grand overlords. So, too bad. Jesse Bell's been doing his Day of Thunder. I love the brother. He's a genuine guy. And I'm going to try and get him and Heston Russell to sit down and have a bit of a chat. Apparently they had a bit of a beef and Jess had to apologise. Jess got some wrong information, allegedly. And we're going to try and knuckle that out. I've also started making contact with a fucking slew of freedom fighters around Australia. And I don't mean the ones who got famous in the last 5 minutes. As we all know, I can give a rat's ass about fame or anything like that. But I do love sharing true believers. I'd like to think that I'm fairly legitimate when it comes to my belief and my stance, and I don't know too many people would question my integrity regarding the Liberty movement, of which I've been a member now for, an official member for many, many years. It hasn't just popped up for me since the lockdowns. I'm wearing flying the old flag here, mainly because they haven't sent me a new one yet with the new logos. Do I like the new logos? I don't really give a shit. Now, the only purpose of a logo really is to let your enemies know that you're coming. And if they happen to see the Resolute TV logo gunning down on them to scare the commies, well, then that's good for me. I'm happy with that. If it happens to be this old LDP logo or the new one, they need to be very scared because we're not taking it anymore. I've been to a few of these freedom rallies. The people have had enough. I think yesterday's going to incentivise more people to stand up. God, I hope so. Do not comply. You don't have to. There's this a fucking mandate's not a law. It's just some politician telling you how special he is, which is no different to an 8-year-old telling you, well, you have to because it's nonsense. Legally, there's fuck all justification for this stuff. It's outrageous. And look, my feeling is that ScoMo is going to call an election for March. I think it'll be March. I think he's going to go earlier. I think he's hoping everybody's going to be apathetic, worn out and broken down over the Christmas period. And over that period, instead of coming out swinging, I think he thinks the Australian people are spineless. I know that the major parties have no faith whatsoever in the Australian people to stand up to their tyranny. Let's prove them wrong. Let's get stuck right into them. Here's the strategy. Every electorate's different. So people ask me all the time, who are you preferencing? And, who are you preferencing? And I go, well, it depends which electorate, who's running, who's not running. But again, that's because the political system in Australia is so complicated. Most people have no fucking idea how it works, right? LDP has done a deal with UAP. That's Clive Palmer and Craig Kelly. Don't agree with them on everything, but they're pushing the good fight at the moment. I'm happy to work with them certainly on all this. So they'll be getting our number 2 preference in any seat where they have a candidate and we have a candidate. And that will flip-flop to any seat they have that we have a candidate, they will preference us as their number 2. That's a given. I'm often asked about Ricardo Bosi. Most people know that we've done that before. I preferenced Ricardo number 2 on my Eden Monero how to vote card, and Ricardo was kind enough to return the favour on his Eden Monero how to vote card. Thing with that, remember, I can't preference Ricardo and vice versa unless we're actually in the same electorate, but that doesn't mean if Ricardo's not running a top quality A1 candidate out here, they will likely get my number 3, depending on what other deals we do. The small parties need to band together. Shooters and fishers, call to action. Guys, reach out because, we're going to get stuck into these people. It's time for you to put up or shut up. You're either supporting the majors or you're coming out and joining us dissidents. One Nation, look, I've already been in talks with a few of them. Caught up with Mark Latham the other week at the entrance, and Mark's former Lib Dem, and he's gone over to One Nation. We wish him all the best. But in this particular fight, at least in theory, we're working together. And then you've got your independents, Shooters and Fishers, Australia One, UAP. Guys, give them your vote. Even if you don't vote for me and the Lib Dems, if there's a One Nation candidate and you like them better, put them first. I don't care. I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it. I'd rather, if I'm running or Lib Dem guys running, that you vote for us first and then work your way down the line with Clive's gang, One Nation, Shooters, Fishers, Australia One, all those guys. The big 4 need to go to the bottom of your how to vote card and fill out all 16. Let's show these fucking some bitches that you care. Do not donkey vote. Don't do it. I know. I used to do it all the time. No suitable candidate before I understood how it all worked. Oh, I'm not voting for these assholes, right? That actually falls into the favour of the coalition. Slow-mo, Elbow, Greens, Nationals. Do not forget the Nationals and the Liberal Party are buddies. I know they advertise themselves slightly different, but they're the same fucking gang. Do not donkey vote. We need your vote. We need it to show them. Even if we don't win as many seats as we'd like, we like all of them. But if we don't win as many seats as we'd like, well, that's fine. But if an incumbent, as an example, got 55% of the popular vote last time, and now they're only going to get 30%, and they still sneak over the line, look, that's fine, but you've taken bark off them and you've let them know that the people are fucking coming. So don't donkey vote. Small parties first. Now, the way I would tackle the big parties at the bottom. Now, I've had people say, well, you need to put Greens last, Labor second last, then Libs and Nationals. Look, 30 years ago, that probably made sense because the Liberals still had some Liberal values, some. A lot of people wanted to fix it from the inside. You can't fix it from the inside. She's fucking broken. But if the incumbent in your electorate is a Liberal, put his ass at the very bottom. So there's 8 candidates. That stooge is number 8, right? And then work your way up. If it's a Labor Party incumbent, put that guy last. We need to send a message, guys. And look, generally speaking, I'd like to see less Greens anywhere near the top. But they're all crazy, so we've just got to put them last. No longer holds water because all 4 of these big parties are out of order and they do not give a shit about the Australian people. They give a shit about being elected. They give a shit about putting a boot on your neck, holding you down, making sure you're a good, submissive little slave. And let me tell you, if they have a fucking poor showing at the upcoming federal election, if the people either vote them out or really, really take the arse out of their vote percentages. Look at the percentages. So if a guy gets, 40, 50% of the vote and all of a sudden he's getting 30% of the vote, that hurts them. It scares them. It makes them go, fuck, we better take notice. We're having an impact. So even if you don't win, you've got to fucking take that out because if they have a good showing, all you got to do is look at WA at the moment. WA with McGowan and even Dan Andrews, that lunatic. Their votes went up last time out of fear. And it was all fear-driven. We all know that. If you vote them in, their boot is going to come down far harder on your neck. They will own you. Their confidence will increase. That's good. Wow, lockdowns work because they voted for us. It is a ringing endorsement for them. if you vote for them, or their vote goes up. So please do not vote for these big arseholes and make sure the incumbents last. Give them nothing. Give them nothing. Take them nowhere. Absolutely smash the living shit out of these people. Don't forget, the Lib Dems currently have candidates all over Australia, including former Premier Campbell Newman in Queensland. David Limbrick, who's currently a state MLC, he's running for the Senate in Victoria. And in New South Wales, we have John Ruddock, who is going to be our main man for the Senate candidacy for the New South Wales Upper House. We've also got some great lower house candidates. So get in and vote for them. Donate. If you want donate links, reach out, ask me. I'm more than happy. I'll be running. I'm hoping it'll be the last time I have to run. I'm hoping after this, freedom will rain down and everybody will have a good time. We can get back to normal. Because I don't run because I want to be a politician. I run because these assholes need to be held to account. So I am going to be in the ring in some capacity. So if you want to support me directly, as far as donations, volunteering, shit like that, reach out, because we can always use more help, and campaigns cost a lot of money. You know, Clive threw, what was it, 83 million or something at the last lot of federal elections and couldn't win a chook raffle, the poor bugger. Not that I think that was his goal at the time, but we are trying to legitimately win seats. We are trying to legitimately get in there, fight for your freedoms, overthrow these assholes, and at the very least, put them back in their fucking box where they belong. Nobody is responsible for your safety but you. The government can't keep you safe. They can sell the dream till the head explodes, you know. But he who's causes the problem often sells the cure. The old we're gonna break your legs, then sell you a wheelchair, and then expect you to thank us for that help you received is pretty well how governments work. So this illness. I've got to be careful or I'll get banned again for using the wrong words. This illness it's real. I don't doubt that it exists. So I don't doubt anything along those lines. But what I also don't doubt is that these motherfuckers are using it to increase their power base, increase their hold over you, monitor you more closely, watch you, jab your kids. Come near my kids. It's not going to go well. It's going to go very poorly for you. So again, I'm just going to say before I wrap this up, it is Freedom Friday. New list of guests coming. We're going to get a bit serious again for a few months. As we all know, I don't live and die by this YouTube type stuff. I just, I try to share the message and introduce really cool people for the liberty movement that you may or may not have heard of. And also I try and simplify things. Libertarians and freedom fighters have traditionally always overcomplicated stuff. And the average voter is just fucking leave me alone. And libertarians will give you a 3-hour spiel on Milton Friedman's economic theory and the like, and the average punter doesn't really give a shit. They just want to know why they can't have more money and more of the money they earn in their own pocket, and why there's some arsehole with a government drone looking over their fence while they're having a barbecue down in Victoria. So, major parties last. We need volunteers. We need donations. We need help. Reach out to me directly. Go to the website. If you want to specify which candidates you want to support, because you might not like every candidate the LDP has, and that's okay too. That's fine. I get that totally. Some people like a shiny Campbell Newman as opposed to a grubby Dean McRae. I get it. We're all very different, and we respect that as part of the party. Check out the Freedom Manifesto. It's a fantastic document, 10 points to save Australia. I'm going to do some breakdowns of it over on this channel, but also on the sister channel, which will be my Dean McRae candidates channel. I'm just going to set that up so I can do really focused stuff on there. I think it's Dean McRae for Liberal Democrats if you want to tune in and whatever. This is really serious, guys, what's been happening. Perrottet shitting the bed's more proof that, look, he was just buying time. He was, I don't want to do this. I won't support this. We all know that he was going to. I suspect we may be in lockdowns again come January, all for this nonsense. That's why I think that they're going to call the election for March. So prepare accordingly. Better to be too early than too late. And, sign up. Become members of your local parties. Become fucking candidates. These guys aren't going to beat themselves. Nobody's your hero. I'm not going to save you. I'm going to do my bit to help save the country. Ricardo's not going to save you. Again, he's doing his bit in his style to try and save the country. Mark Latham can't save you. None of us, in this movement, Craig Kelly can't save you. But what we can do is we can hold the fuckers to account. We can rattle their cages and give them a real hard time. And we can't do it without your support. So it's time for the guys who watch a lot of YouTube videos, the guys who talk a lot about all the things that shouldn't happen. It's time to lace your boots and jump in the ring. Be that membership, voting, how I've mentioned in this video, and support these locals. If you haven't got an LDP candidate, find the best independent candidate you can find and throw them some support. Offer to hand out flyers. Offer to... it doesn't always have to be tipping in money. It could be, can I grab some of your promotional flyers and go and stand at my shop corner for an hour and preach the good word, for lack of a better term. But we do. It's time to get fucking real serious, because I guarantee these pricks in Canberra, they're serious, and they're absolutely trying to run you down, wear you out, and do things to your kids on multiple fronts, which is fucking getting really creepy and weird. It's time to take Australia back, take our country back. I've had this flag flying behind me for years. And I think I've always lived it. I am a patriot. There's no doubt about it. I'm an Australian. I'm proud to be an Australian. But I am very ashamed of our government. And I think every single Australian should be ashamed of their government at the moment. It's fucking embarrassing. So, guys, look, that was a quick one. Check out the new guest list. I'll start promoting that soon. Obviously, it's a bit tricky to promote based on my bans and blocks, but we always knew I was going to get blocked and banned at some point. So, no big deal. That's cool. Check out the Den McRae Liberal Democrats page, web page coming, and the Resolute TV website. I'm hoping I can have that up in the next month or two, and I'm hoping it'll have a live stream and video content. I'm just not sure, being that I'm not a tech guy. My tech mates are trying to work that shit out. So that way we can't get banned from our own shit, can we? All right, guys, have a great day. It's Christmas Eve. Have a Merry Christmas if I don't see you. Happy Festivus. I don't give a shit. Whatever makes you happy. Have a great time. Spend time with your family. Value them, because they're far more important than fucking anybody else. Don't let the government and media divide and conquer with the fucking jab versus unjab. Unless somebody's sick, they can't transmit dick. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get sick from somebody who hasn't got a sickness. It's just fucking stupid. So, have a great Christmas. Hang out with your family. But lace your boots. Get ready for this game. It's a fucking war and it's on. And it's time to get serious. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.